Thank you. So, welcome. Yeah, we will split our talk a little bit. So we will provide some information about two ongoing projects. One only at IHP or made by IHP, and the other one is a project with some project partners. Yeah, Johanna will tell you more about. And I think we can also answer or provide some parts from the previous talk of John. So Johanna will tell maybe how we can make chip design cool again. I hope so. And maybe I will tell you about something about cycle time at IHP. So stay tuned. Okay. Yeah, so may you remember last year I also gave a presentation at OrConf here. So we promised here to develop a analog on a digital certificate course. So, and believe it or not, we actually made it. So yeah, we finished the development of the course, and we also did a try run beginning of this year to get some feedback within the project. And yeah, we also improved and made it into the course. And next to this, we also started to develop a analog mixed signal course, also as a certificate course based on our open source PDK. And yeah, this was also, we also did a try run this year. And I will go into detail for both of them. Here you can see the QR codes for the GitHub repositories if you want to check it out. So please feel free. Also, if you have ideas how we can extend something in the courses, just raise some issues or some requests, or contact us directly. So just some short information about the try run we completed last year. So if you want to have some details, check out the slides from the last year's talk of OrConf. There's something about the content. Yeah, the course was developed at IHP together with Thorsten Knoll from HSRM. For the try run, we wanted to have 16 participants, and we had around 90 applicants, and we were choosing from them. So in the with the background that we wanted to have quite good feedback. So we were choosing a lot of people from different backgrounds. That means from academia, but as well as from small companies, so that we get a nice and good feedback. And we had also some experts, I would say, some experienced designers as well as beginners in both of the try runs. So both courses were 5-day intensive courses with daily feedback. So every day in the morning we had some feedback sessions and collected it via verbal comments, GitHub issues, and we also had some cheat sheets and different procedures to collect a lot of feedback for the courses. So for the digital course, it was finalized in March, and it was also released openly during the development of the course all the time. Here you can see some pictures. There's Thorsten on the left picture. We wanted to give the talk last year together, but he didn't manage to come here to OrConf, so I gave the talk last year on my own, but now I have support from Johanna for the next part. So coming to the analog course, or the mixed signal course, we also completed the development and did the try run in May this year. The course was developed also by Philip Bade-Pedersen. He was for 1 year between his studies from bachelor to master at IHP, and he helped us a lot to develop the course and all the different modules. So the focus here is on analog and RF design, but also on mixed signal workflows. So participants worked on a practical modules such as operational amplifiers, bandgap references, and ADC and power amplifier. So the course was using or is using a broad set of open source tools, and but in comparison to the analog course, to the digital course, here is some basic knowledge of electronics necessary just to see what is going on when you do analog design. In terms of the digital course, you don't need to have any knowledge prior to the course. You just need to know how to switch on a computer, and then you can basically do a digital design with the help of our course, we hope so. So some words to the try run and the feedback phase. So as mentioned, it was in May. We had also nearly 100 applicants for the course, so we really needed to decide who we invited to the course. So both try runs were free of charge. You just had to come to IHP. That was the only requirement. In best case for 5 days. So, and all the participants were 5 days at IHP. So yeah, we collected a lot of feedback via GitHub, via surveys, daily check-ins, and similar to the first one. And yeah, all the core modules are stable and complete now. So, and yeah, also most of the feedback is already introduced into the course. And based on the feedback, we also try to yeah, add some additional modules like for PAL, parasitics, or harmonic balance, which are currently under development to extend this course a little bit more than promised in the project proposal. So yeah, maybe some last comment. In the course, we also had some layout competition to make it more yeah, advanced. So there was a concept that the participants should have or should do an OTA layout, and as far as they can. For sure, they cannot finish it within the 5 days between the lessons. But yeah, the motivation was here to get some secret gift we announced before. And yeah, and then there was a voting for the best one, and we also had some matrices like DRC errors, so we made some small contest. And yeah, since we had this idea shortly before the course, we were thinking what could be the prize, and then we decided, okay, I mean it's for SG13G2 technology, and then we think maybe we should have a prize like an HPT, yeah, from our technology. And so, but it was short before the course, and then we needed to find a way to reduce our cycle times. And I'm happy to announce that we now have a cycle time of only 1 day. So it means you can design in the morning and have fabrication in the afternoon. And yeah, here you can see the price. It's a 3D printed HPT from our technology. And this was, yeah, in this size, we had it as a prize. So yeah, I hope this answers your question, John. It's not 5 minutes, it's 1 day. But yeah. So my last slide is now, yeah, if you think about who will take part in the courses, they actually, or they already decided to do something in chip design with open tools, yeah, but we would like to attract more people into chip design. And this is why we also had the idea to do a challenge-based format to provide more motivation into the area of chip design and more visibility to this topic. And yeah, the goal is to attract more people to chip design. And there we have a new project. I would like to hand over to Johanna, who will introduce about our new project, OCDCpro.
Hi, hello everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. So I want to introduce our Open Chip Challenge layer. And this is a project supported by the Ministry of Education and Research, and together with the IHP, the Rhein-Main University of Applied Sciences, the Munich University of Applied Sciences, Ruhr University Bochum, and the German Research Center for Artificial Intelligence, not to forget one, and my home institution, the German Informatics Society. We're establishing a new chip design contest for students. And our shared motivation is very simple. We want to motivate people to start chip design again, and we need more experts in chip design. And we want to inspire and train the next generation of chip designers, and we believe that open source is the key of doing so. So the Open Chip Challenge, or what we call it layer, is a competition for students designed to lower barriers and open doors. So all our materials are developed as open educational resources, and we're implementing a teach the teacher concept so that educators can also use the resources to teach the students, and they're reusable, they're adaptable, and easy to integrate into university curricula. The competition also offers flexible entry levels, so we want to not only want master students to join, but also bachelor students that maybe have not tried chip design before. So there's a basic beginner's level, which is basically just build a chip, and there's more advanced levels for more experienced teams. So we want to work closely with educators, and the idea is that you can integrate the module into your program, and you can also give out ECTS to your students for participating in the competition. So yeah, and the winning teams get a real tapeout in the end. So the 3 best designs get a tapeout with the open source PDK from IHP. And our mission is to let students really experience the full cycle of chip design and hold their own product in the end, in their own hands. Yeah, so our participants go through the full cycle. So they start with accessible tutorials, with mentoring support and open tool chains. They form interdisciplinary teams and create their own chip designs. From there, they run the designs through verification, and eventually an external jury will judge the different designs that are handed in at the competition, and the 3 winning teams get the tape out. So in this way, we not only create a challenge, but we really give them a practical application of their skills and maybe a first exposure to semiconductors. And so it's all about sharing skills, working together, also collaboratively, and open up a new community for chip design. This winter semester, we're doing the first trial run. So we have a prototype challenge, Security by Design. And we have 4 participating teams at 4 different universities. And the idea is that this becomes a permanent challenge that can run every year. Yeah, so why does this matter? Like I said, it's not only about the competition, but it's also about inspiring new talents to try out chip design and give them like a hands-on entry into the semiconductor world. We also want to make sure that like actual chip design is not an extracurricular luxury, but they can actually also try this out within their teaching or within universities. And we also want to build a bridge between educators, the industry, and the open source community. And we hope to motivate students also with a tape out so that they can actually hold their own product in their hand. At the moment, we have an initial funding, but like I said, we want to establish this competition as a permanent and sustainable project. So we're looking for collaborators, we're looking for people from the industry that feel like supporting us or that have ideas for challenges in the futures. We're looking for educators that feel like they want to integrate this into their curricula. And of course, we're also happy to invite all of you to our quarterly roundtables. So we want to get feedback on the project and develop this further together. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to your comments, and we'd love to hear your thought. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions?
Thank you. I was wondering, what are the future plans for these courses, and will there be future in-person course runs as well?
You mean for the digital course, certificate courses?
Yes.
So we plan to have the next run most probably next year. So we will have ongoing. So there was a lot of effort to develop the courses, so we want to maintain them and offer them in future. But as they are open source, so every person could do and give the courses based on the material we offered. So we want to share our knowledge because it was funded by the German government, so we don't want to put it only to our possibility to give the courses, so feel free if there's anyone, but we will also offer it next year.
Thanks, guys. Do you want to add a question? So when you said in curricula, is this actually then, is it a module, accredited module in an existing program, or is it sort of a co-curricular overlay for students?
No, actually this is meant to be integrated into curricula. So we want the educators to also give out ECTS for this. And Stefan is currently developing a really nice teach the teacher concept. So that also like educators from anywhere can integrate this course into their studies.
So let me follow up again. Do you actually mean I'm going to get credit, academic credit for doing this instead of doing the module?
Okay. So at my university, we run it as a hackathon-style event, and we already have... No, it's credits. We have 5 ECTS in bachelor and master. What we usually do is we just have like empty courses. The idea of the teacher is more like, it's not like one course, it's more like we provide you materials and with like guidelines on how to best incorporate existing open educational resources into your teaching, and then use whatever you already have. Like, they are accredited, but they have the freedom, like, we have some expected outcomes, and how we achieve them is usually up to us, right? They are, I have one is called, like the master one is hardware software co-design, the bachelor one is called hardware development for software developers, and I can use them however I want, and in this case I have this hackathon style event. I'm a great friend of problem-based learning, and I try to run my courses like this if I have something that's more beyond the standard knowledge, right? Do another question?
Hey, have you thought about, like, a lot of students we notice they are very interested in, like, quantum and photonics, like these new technologies. Have you thought about going there? And similar with Python, like, we notice students are familiar with Python. Every time you try to show them, like, Tickle or something like that, they don't really like it. Like,
yeah, that's a good question. I mean, at the moment, we're still like in the conception of the whole challenge, which means now we have a partner that is focused on the security by design, but we want to open the challenge to different topics and also different technologies, I think, in the future. However...
so maybe, for example, there's somehow a sponsor from industry who has a special topic he wants to be tackled in this challenge, and then he can, just sponsor this and also maybe give a short idea about what is the topic in general in this challenge.
Yeah, so the idea is that we also open up the competition to challenge givers. So say you want to have a certain challenge implemented, you can approach us and then we develop the challenge together. And the idea is that, possibly industry then also get access to, of course, the winning teams and, can build up a network.
So maybe just two short comments from IHP side. So as you may know, in September there was this last free MPW run. So in future we will have some MPW runs for open source, which will have reduced costs. For example, we have something in mind that depending on the area which is used of this run, we have costs from 1,500 to 1,000 euro per square millimeter, which is much, much cheaper than the usual price. This is one thing, and on the other hand, we are planning, especially for educational purposes, to have maybe some, let's call it reduced technology to reduce the cycle time and maybe also the costs again, that we, for this purpose, especially just imagine for the run, you want to do it in the semester and you have to take care that your students are still within the university. We have to have reduced cycle times. So we are planning on this and we are hoping that we can offer this from next year.
Thank you. Let's thank Christian and Johanna again.
Yeah, thank you.